Hey everyone. I've been talking to a handful of people today about investing and what's going on in the markets, and a lot about marketing and the cash flow quadrant and the different quadrants. And we've been talking about employee to self-employed to business quadrant, investor quadrant, and a little bit about real estate and team building as well. And it's been some really good, interesting conversations because you get a lot of different perspectives from a lot of different people. And I came up with some ideas yesterday about the investor quadrant, and I'm able to narrow it down a little bit more for people now with this idea of the time value of money and the money value of time. And the time value of money is closely related to compound effect. And then the money value of time, it gives you a different perspective as well on something as simple as if you're spending $5 a day on coffee over a period of time, if you just put that away into compounding money, and then if you're spending $10 a day drinking beer or something like that, if you were to take that money and invest it and let it compound over time, the time value of money is the idea that money is worth more today than it is in the future because of what you can do with that money. So that's the investor quadrant thing. I'm working with some cool stuff there. Supply and demand is going to be another part too. I'm not able to copy and paste on Periscope where I'm doing this video, but I am going to upload it to YouTube. I'm going to upload it to Facebook and Instagram and some of my other social channels. And I've actually came up with a format of the most important talking points for the employee, self-employed, business, and investor quadrants. And a lot of it's really just about mindset and really opening your mind to a different perspective. And like, for example, like employees are thinking about time management a lot. They're thinking about like alarm clocks and traffic and what to wear to work and when to eat lunch, and they're very structured, right? And as you move into the self-employed quadrant, you get a little bit more flexibility with your time, but you have to be careful that you don't waste your time and you use it and you utilize it the right way, right? And you start dealing with leads and consistent leads and lead flow and stuff. And then you get eventually to the business quadrant where you deal with a lot of different cash flow cycles. You have people working underneath you and you're building a team. Self-employed, you're probably doing more like a B2C, like a business to consumer, whereas like if you start getting into the business quadrant, it's more B2B. It's more of building your business teams, complementary businesses. Real estate agents might be working with loan and mortgage brokers. So, and they're building their real estate network at that point. They're building a pipeline at that point, more of a consistent CRM and relationships and stuff. And then eventually you get into the investor world, and business quadrant also is in the positioning, but the investor world, you're dealing with longer cash flow sales cycles, and you're just able to put money out for a very long period of time, and you're going to value your time differently than you are in some of those other quadrants. So marketing, money is going to be put into marketing for long-term play as well. So there's like I said, there's a lot of different like higher level thinking that goes into all of those different quadrants. And as I talk to different people every day in each one of those quadrants, I have different talking points for every one of them of how to shift to the next level, to go up the ladder. And I know what I have found to be the most important talking points for each one of those to like shift, because it isn't just about having a bunch of available time or just having more money. It is really about your mindset. It's really about just thinking differently. And what I'm going to be pasting on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and stuff, if you check this video where is I'm going to be giving you like between 3 to 9 talking points for each of those quadrants, and tell you what you should be focusing your time on and your energy on, so that you can get your mind and your perspective to reach to the next level. And I think there's some really good stuff out there, like the cash flow quadrant and some of the other stuff out there. But they're kind of like the E-Myth. I love the E-Myth, but it's kind of general, right? and to a degree, and like you almost have to buy the more expensive course, or you have to buy the specific industry course. For like real estate's the Millionaire Agent. For the EMIT, they have ones for dentists, they have ones for chiropractors, they even have ones for real estate investors, right? Real estate brokers. So you almost at some point need to go to the industry specific one when you're getting into the business quadrant if you want to build that team up with like a blueprint. So what I want to give you is the cash flow quadrant is like a framework, but I want to give you a little bit more detail on a blueprint of what the talking points are, like the subcategories for each one of those employee, self-employed, business, and investor quadrants. So go ahead and check out this video as I upload it to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'll put it on Google+, I'll put it on LinkedIn, and I'll even put it on my WordPress blog at ronor.com. So check it out, guys, and I will dive deeper into all of those subcategories in later videos. I'm developing the content and the documenting of it right now as I talk to people in different quadrants. And what happens is as I talk to each person in each quadrant, I understand their perspective and how they think. And then I say, oh yeah, I remember when I was thinking like that. How did I change my perspective to get to the next level with my thinking? And so I'm kind of documenting it as I go along, and then I'm going to be doing videos on it, and I'm jotting down notes, and I'm here to give it to you guys because I'm talking to people in all quadrants. So don't feel like if you're not an investor right now, you can be the employee quadrant, you know, the 9 to 5, you can be self-employed, which would be common, like a contractor, a real estate agent, mortgage broker would be common. And then there's the business quadrant, which is probably you got 5 or 6 people in your real estate network or more. And they're maybe commission people, maybe not, and maybe you even have people on payroll, and you're building your business, and you're working on different cash flow cycles, and you're invoicing people and all that kind of stuff. And then the investor quadrant, you might be more in the private money or hard money world, or you might do a lot of internet marketing, and you're just working with kind of longer cycles where you can put your money out for longer periods of time. So that's what I'll be talking about. I'll be teaching it, and pay attention. Thanks, guys.